Go. You got it.
Got it?
Mm-hmm.
You want it?
What?
Fine, well, we're back.
We're
GDP is back. Master Jacobius, Grandmaster Morgan, Treon Youngblood, Thraken Bets here today.
You know, Thraken's not going to get his Master rank or Jedi Knight rank until he intros the GDP episode.
Technically, I would hate to be that guy, but I think he's got it already.
Yeah,
He's got you beat in stories, I'll tell you
That's
that.
fair. That's fair. Okay. That's fair.
Today, we're talking Ahsoka episode 1 and 2. And then we did our fantasy football draft on what day? Wednesday?
Wednesday, we're just
Wednesday.
missing Majeski.
Yeah.
A couple others, but main people in the
Yes.
council are here. So, like I say, aside from Majeski, so.
Thraken's our guest today, so.
Is he a guest? Is this a guest appearance?
I mean, he's only been in one so far, so
That's
I mean,
fair.
guess the
Yeah.
trio of the OGs are here. So, Thraken is joining us today since he's back from Georgia, and then he goes back to school tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
So, Ahsoka episode 1 and 2 came out on Wednesday the 23rd, and we got a little watch party here after our draft, and episode 1 was pretty good.
Let's start with Geese over there. General Goose.
Whoa.
We got the Overwatch names coming out here. General Goose should come out and start with what he thought of episode
He's gonna
1
get
and
like
2.
friend requests now.
Alright, with episode 1, it was good to see Ashoka again, but live action again. Yep, Jake, shut up. So, with this, I'm trying to remember the whole episode. It's been a couple days, it's been a couple days.
Well, the
Might
start
have,
scene.
we had a couple beers while we watched it.
We saw the painting again
Yep.
of the rebels.
Yep.
Is that like... It's about as good as a story.
It's good to see Ahsoka. We saw a painting.
Yeah,
That's
we saw
all you need to know.
some
If you haven't watched it, I don't want to be spoiled.
In about 2 hours of show, that's about all you need.
all
to
you
know.
got.
Yeah.
we got
We got 2 new Force users.
We were talking about this actually just before we started this.
Yes.
We were talking about the 2 Force users. He's mentioning that they're an orange lightsaber.
Not red.
They're
They're
not
orange?
red. They look red in the episodes though,
Yeah.
which is why I'm kind of concerned with that theory. But it's after Vader's death.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
5 years after
And there's
Return of the Jedi.
the thing that you mentioned is she has a Padawan braid.
So it says that they're following the old rules of a master and apprentice. So they're following some Jedi code stuff. But
Yeah,
red,
they-
orange,
Yeah.
red, lightsabers, and he even
It sounds
said,
like around Revan time.
yeah, and he
So-
said we were no Jedi.
Well,
So they're
so-
clearly not Jedi.
They could be dark Jedi though.
Yeah, that's what Kylo was, from what they say.
I mean, technically Kylo was a Sith because
Yeah,
he
under
was like
Snoke.
under Snoke, Palpatine, whatever. You
Then he
wanna
went
call
to
it.
Ben Solo as a Jedi.
Yeah,
Came
so-
back.
He was kind of thought the in between. I feel like more so than anything.
He was doing his best to be.
He walked the line.
Well, we know what Disney, they need a hero and a villain, so these are our villains.
And then they make him kiss.
It's fair.
I mean, it's not brother and sister, but I mean, whatever.
Yeah, it's not Luke and Leia, you know.
Yeah,
So-
this
This is
Luke
the
and
80s.
Leia. They just brush over that one. Casually
Yeah.
brush over that.
Han's
Casual.
like, I could just let this slide.
Welcome to Star Wars, right? But no, they were pretty handy with a lightsaber. I'm sorry to see that Rey, the Master, die obviously before he got to see his work in Rebel or Ahsoka. But no, I thought that was.
I thought they're too good. I'm just gonna call them Sith because that looks like a red lightsaber to me.
Yeah.
I think they're two solid characters though. I think there's gonna be some definite character development with that one girl.
I think so too. They've showed her a lot.
Well, and I think it's interesting that they're bringing in they're called the Night Sisters, right?
Yeah.
They're bringing them in again because that's where like Dathomir, where like all Darth Maul and
That was
Savage-
cool, yeah.
Savage were from, and now the Night Sisters are like the super powerful people from there, and now they like freed her in the beginning,
Mm.
and she's helping them get to like the distant galaxy to
Yes.
Get back
That
on.
Morgan
Get back on
Smith
Ron.
is.
get back
yeah.
from.
And we saw in the first or second episode that Star Map is from the one galaxy where everything's happened. Episodes 1 through 9 solo, and then it projects to a second galaxy that we've never experienced.
So is Ahsoka still alive? Is what we're saying? Is that kind of what you're saying? We said
You mean
episode 1 through
Ahsoka's-
9 comes from this other planet, like everything's happened.
Well, remember this is after episode 6, so she could die anywhere between 7, 8, 9. We're not
I see
sure.
what you're saying. Okay.
She has to die between 6 and 7 because
Yeah.
Because if she was alive, she would have helped Rey and the new rebels, which are basically the old rebels. But
Right.
she would have helped them. It's the same thing with Mace Windu. If they decide he's still alive, where was he in 4, 5, 6?
We know
he would have helped.
And then when
we
he
know
died,
both of their voices were at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
be with me, be with me, And they did a ton of Jedi of the Rise of Skywalker.
I mean, you know what they should have done is they should have had old Rey. So cut and paste the Luke going to see old Yoda, and just do that with Rey and Ahsoka. Since they copied the whole movie anyways, they should have just done that.
That's what Star Wars does best: redundancy.
No, 1, 2, 3 wasn't the same as 4, 5, 6.
No,
there was.
we're also talking a 30-year gap.
Yeah, but Solo was good. I like
Solo's all right. I'm not mad at it.
Rogue One, I actually really liked.
I have to rewatch Rogue One. I haven't seen that.
I thought that one was pretty good. And now they're coming out with Andor or they already had Andor, but I think they're doing
Season 2, but Acolytes is coming out.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah,
which is just
all
supposed to be
Sith.
Sith, yeah.
Yep. I think they're talking possibly Maul
I
with
think
that
there's
one.
Yep.
What was it called? Skeleton Crew.
The Skeleton Crew's coming out soon.
Uh,
We have no idea what's going on with that.
yeah.
Were they doing a season 3 of Bad Batch?
Yes, and it's their final.
Yeah.
It is the final season of Bad Batch.
Damn.
Well, and everything's gonna come to a culmination. Like all the kind of newer stuff, they're making it into one big movie, like Mandalorian. And
Dave Filoni's movie.
Yeah, they're making like the big one that's kind of tying together a lot of.
They're
the newer
talking
shows.
Mandalorian, Ahsoka for sure tie-in, and who knows
And
what
then
else.
what? Another trilogy.
Yes. 25, 27, 29, something like
We'll
that.
figure that out when it comes because I don't think Rey's going to be a part of it, or if she is, she's going to be a small part.
I think they said she was gonna be a part of it.
She's the only surviving Jedi that's left.
It's fair.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Ben Solo died.
Yeah, she is.
I mean, there's
Yeah,
4
true.
sensitive
I
children.
can't
but what's
imagine
she gonna
she's
do?
not gonna start. She's not gonna do a Luke. I can't imagine she won't try and start.
No,
at
she
least,
will.
At least train more people. You know?
Yep, that'll be kind of interesting to
If
see
they
in
go
the
that
actual
route.
movie.
Well, there's no way they're not. The Jedi are the most loved characters in the entire series.
I think they should still go back to the Old Republic, like when Yoda's like 200 years old, not 800 years
Well,
old.
they're doing that one movie where they go back
Yeah.
way back. Yeah.
The Old Republic would be dope
Yeah.
because you get Malgus, you get
Some real Sith.
Yeah, they're doing a movie.
Nihilus. You just get
that
some
goes
Siths
way
that are
back.
very. You think Palpatine's powerful? I mean, and Palpatine was, but like,
He's probably still is.
and
Well, we know he's
these
a
guys were
lightsaber developer
killers
in the next
though.
one, too.
Yeah, but they would hold the Sith rules more tightly than I think.
Who the-
What it is
Malgus
now.
was the start of the one to
That's-
rule it too.
Yes.
Even though before that, then you get all those Sith.
I think Bane was. I think Darth Bane was.
Or yeah, it was
too.
Bane. Malgus was Malgus actually had a bunch of Sith.
Yeah.
Well, because wasn't there like early on there was like it wasn't necessarily Sith Jedi, it was Dark Jedi and Jedi. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like Sith, so there wasn't.
There was a Jedi temple, but there wasn't a definitive Sith like there was with like
yeah,
Palpatine.
it was just like it was people that were kind of against the Jedi, but they
They're
were
kind of
Sith.
they're kind
Well,
of
it's
rogues.
kind of like what it is
assassin.
now with Inquisitors.
Yeah.
You know.
Where Inquisitors are, they were mostly.
They were
I mean,
Jedi.
like a lot of them were Temple guards that switched, or like the Grand Inquisitor was a Temple guard.
Yes.
Well, and then the Jedi that's in Ahsoka, it sounds like he was part of the same class as Anakin. Like he sounds like he knows who Anakin is and what he turned
That's
into.
gonna tie into Ahsoka, so it's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they maybe it's possible Ahsoka can flip him somehow by having that connection of like she knew him
Yeah.
Right.
before he was
Do you-
Vader. And
Do you think we'll get another Ezra tease besides that one
We're
hologram?
definitely
There's
getting
no-
another Ezra
I-
tease. There's
here's
no,
the-
yeah, exactly.
so
There's
here's
no
the thing.
way.
By episode, so how many episodes are there going to be?
I think
10?
there's
Eight?
8.
So if you think about it, by episode 2, they already figured out.
Where
They found
Ezra
the orb.
and
They
Thrawn
found the
are.
thing how to get essentially get there with the Night Sister.
Yeah.
By episode 2, there's no way they're going to end off the show without I have a feeling the very end of it could be like Thrawn's ship coming back out of hyperspace, and then that's the end. Into
I think what they should do is you got to have Thrawn by episode 3 or 4. You got to introduce or 5 or 6 near the end, and then if they're smart, you tease Ezra at the very end of 8, and then you bring it into season 2.
But-
I believe they're gonna do season 2 of Ahsoka already.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. If they bring Thrawn, would Ezra not be right with him? If, in theory, because Ezra and Thrawn were in the same ship.
Well, we were talking today earlier that that Inquisitor that fights Ahsoka in episode 2 on Cerealia, people are theorizing that is Ezra. that he
Oh,
turned
so-
dark.
So they think they already got him back somehow.
Or Thrawn kind of put his philosophy and
But if they don't have Thrawn yet, how would they have gotten Ezra already?
well, if they're together though, they could have just sent him as an enforcer to
I
those
guess,
Sith.
but
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying is like Ezra would have been across the galaxy,
Yep.
so you'd think they would have shown them getting both of them back. I would think. I can't imagine Ezra would have changed though.
Especially if we're talking Star Wars and Disney, you don't make your main hero the bad
Well,
guy.
also if you've watched Rebels at all, he does like a lot of. I mean, like he hates the Empire from the get go. He's like a little rebel that turns into a Jedi.
Well, if you gotta remember, at the end of Rebels, Palpatine gave him that corridor to his family, and he turned it down,
Yeah.
and that would have turned him from Jedi to Sith potentially. So
He'll never get close to Chopper's kill streak.
Chopper's
Chopper's
back.
bloodthirsty, dude.
you know who voices Chopper? Dave Filoni.
Yeah, I
He
know.
does.
Oh, what? He was already like,
Did he do it
you
in the show
cannot
too?
blow up the ship. He's like, why?
Did he do it in Rebels too?
That I don't know,
Yeah.
He does it.
but I loved.
Chopper has so much sass.
Dude, he was
Yeah.
flexing at one point.
Yeah, Chopper's a G.
Chopper.
He's gonna be the new favorite droid now that I feel like a lot of people are gonna end up watching
You know
the
who I
show.
don't like as a droid? C-3PO. I was
C-3PO
He's
is
kind
so
of just
stupid.
a know-it-all bastard. To be
He
honest.
is. It's kind of annoying if you think about it.
Well, he knows 8 million languages. You
And
know.
R2D2 is just
Yeah,
over
so
it.
you don't have to rub it in all the time. And be a
That's
jerk.
it. That's it.
Yeah, that's why we like Chopper and R2.
Yeah.
When they were talking about the inconsistency of Star Wars, how about Sabine getting stabbed in the stomach? So another character gets stabbed in the stomach.
Yep.
What is that?
Qui-Gon.
What is that? 3 now that they've showed us?
Yeah, and 2
Yeah.
survived. And then the lady from Obi-Wan got stabbed twice.
Yep.
As a child and then
What
as
was
a
her?
Inquisitor.
Reva? Wasn't her name Reva?
Reva, yes.
And
Yeah.
she got stabbed twice.
Yeah, and survived.
And Qui-Gon gets stabbed once.
Once,
He's
and
dead.
he's like,
Yeah.
yep. I think he just let himself like, yep, I know this is whatever, but
I think.
again, inconsistency of
But
Star
also,
Wars.
I was reading something on Instagram today, and it makes a good point that with flying spaceships that can go into hyperspace, glowing laser swords, and laser guns, you're telling me they don't have the technology to fix a hole, especially because if you get stabbed with a lightsaber, it cauterizes it right away,
Yeah.
so you don't bleed out.
Because we,
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
you're
we've
telling me they don't
seen.
have the technology, because they have the technology to save de-limbed half.
I was gonna say, how many characters in Star Wars lost a limb?
Well,
I mean, Vader's
Anakin.
lost 3.
Yeah,
well, Anakin
Vader, and he was burning.
Anakin lost his legs, and it was
Yeah.
crispy.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
it was like some KFC extra crispy chicken.
yeah.
Like, it was bad.
That's, I mean, fair point. Another fair point. So
I don't know what they were trying to do with Qui-Gon. They really let him die off too
It's-
early.
I think it was
inconsistencies.
Inconsistencies. I
I
mean,
think it just looks cool for them.
they're
to
consistent
assassinate.
with it now versus when they were.
It's
with
better
Qui-Gon,
now.
at least.
I think they struck gold with A New Hope because obviously you have Luke and Leia kissing, which now we have to make it brother and sister, which is weird. Qui-Gon
Incest.
being stabbed, now people are surviving it, and we're only
Yeah.
talking 10, 20, 30 years later, so medical stuff could be different. I don't
Sure.
know. It's
But
different.
I'm just saying
40,
with,
50 now.
with all
Yeah.
the technology,
70s.
like all the spaceships.
Oh, I
and
mean,
stuff,
their time.
there's no way.
Yeah.
You told me Babu Frick can't fix the laser sword holes.
Yeah.
That's one of my
Good
favorite
old
characters,
Babu.
dude. I love
Babu
Frick.
Freak.
All right. So.
He's a G.
So episode 3, you know what I can't wait to see, and I think we'll all lose our minds is when they do that first flashback.
Yep.
With
Commander
the-
General Skywalker.
I
General
really,
Skywalker.
I want him to be in his armor. I want
Yeah,
I
him
think
has
they're
to be.
supposed to be.
Has
Have we
to
seen?
be.
We haven't seen. Have we seen live action Obi in his armor?
Yep.
We did.
Live
In
action.
Obi-Wan. Yeah.
Not his armor.
I thought they were in his armor.
No,
in
it was
the
his robes.
flashback.
Still
Was it just the robes?
Yeah.
Because that's when like all his flashbacks were him like dueling and like training with Anakin and
Yeah,
basically
it's just that
teaching him a
one.
lesson.
Yeah.
But I don't think they were in his armor because
Because it was
I like
clonable.
Obi's armor better than Anakin's.
Yeah.
I think it's.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I like them both. They're both. Cool.
I mean,
cool
Yeah.
to see, but
He's
Yeah.
more of a light side kind of.
and then
armor.
Anakin's robes and stuff are always black or brown.
Yep, and then his armor was
I
black.
like the dark. I think he had like maroon.
Yeah.
But it's darker colors.
Obi's was always white or cream with brown like
Yeah, he
pants or
looked
boots.
fancy.
Tan.
Yeah, like definitely like an aristocrat style.
He was
So-
fancy. He wanted to be.
So I don't know. Like I said, hopefully soon, episode 3, maybe 4, we get our first flashback, which is
Episode 3
Rex.
is
Let's
what
try to get some Rex in there.
Tuesday. Yeah,
I
well,
don't
Rex
think
is
he's Rex.
confirmed.
Do we think he's gonna be in
I
this?
thought he was
I thought it was
confirmed.
confirmed.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
I didn't know
and
that.
don't tell me he's a clone sitting on the end begging for money like he was an Obi. Like,
I have a feeling it'll be something like maybe in the midst of a battle, and then they're meeting because like in a lot of the meetings, it's Ahsoka, Skywalker, and Rex. They're kind of all three of them.
Yeah.
Sometimes Obi would be there, but like them three meeting. So
I mean, maybe she needs a little military advice, and then she goes to Rex, who's a captain.
well, remember in oh god, was it the end of Clone Wars, or not the end? It was at one point in Clone Wars. Anakin makes her lead an attack, and she's like build the confidence of being a general.
Yeah, so it was when she left the Jedi Order. She came back. It was in season 7.
No,
Right.
I think
Or
she
was
did
it
it
the
early.
first?
Yeah, it was a
I think she
bombing
did it
run.
early
Okay.
too.
Yeah,
when
and
was
she
younger.
caused all of her clones to die, and then she got very like cautious and scared. Yeah, and Anakin's like, you can't be like this.
Yeah.
You know, we all lose soldiers in this fight.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but anything else that we want to talk about with
Ahsoka?
1 and 2?
I don't think
Any other
so.
moments?
I can't think of any other than.
Trey mentioned the painting. It was just.
I mean, it's spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's exactly the
Well,
way that it was in Rebels.
Sabine cut her hair again, and then
Mhm.
she also has Ezra's lightsaber.
Oh,
Yeah, Ezra's
I
lightsaber
also
was
saw
cool.
something. Know how she took the knife
Yeah.
and did all that fun jazz? Kanan did the same thing.
Yes, I did see that it was Kanan, or Kanan did it too.
Kanan. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Kanan Jarrus, yeah.
Oh, I didn't
That's
know
when he was
that.
blind.
Oh yeah, that was
so he
cool.
did the same thing with the knife and whatnot.
Well, and you gotta assume, as a Ghost crew, they spent a lot of time together. So
Yeah.
it would have been
Learn their
something that,
habits.
yeah,
Oh,
like Zeb and, Chopper getting into
I
it.
wonder,
Or,
will we see Zeb again?
I mean, he
Since
could
he's
have
that
been.
man-
Hold on. Was that confirmed Zeb for sure, or was it his race?
I mean, that's a
It
fair
could be his
statement.
race, or it looked like him,
I
obviously.
mean, oh,
It
it
looked
was
like-
voiced by the same guy.
Okay, so
So it
I just
could
want to,
very well be him.
but like it wasn't officially confirmed that was
Got it.
100%.
Because you also
I'd have
got to
to
think now. They, if you look at it, Ahsoka went on her own. Sabine went on her own.
I mean,
Zeb could have went on
And
his
this is,
own.
I mean,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
talking past.
I'm not saying it's
Because
not.
no,
I just
yeah.
it's one of those things that's like you have to like
yeah.
could it be because he did find out where like his
Well,
race went.
And this
Yeah.
is, you can't deny that Mando 3 and Ahsoka is basically the same blended. Because again, we have Zeb and Bo-Katan. Ahsoka's been in Mandalorian a couple times. I mean, it's
yeah.
literally the same stuff. And now we're getting the Rebel crew together. So when are you going to bring everybody? Hopefully before we know it.
It's
That'd
good.
be even a good
The thing
conclusion.
is, the new movies when they bring all those together, it's gonna be tough because they're gonna have to kill everyone off essentially, because most of those people aren't in the new trilogy. So by process of elimination, you can't have all these like popular rebel figures that were so involved in taking down the Empire and
Sure.
then just
What
just
if
say they're not.
what if they just go off and live their lives?
I don't think they would though. I think if the First Order comes in, they're not just gonna.
Well, you
go,
got to think. Well, Ray, she got Han to come back. They were just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were they called?
Well, he was looking
They
for
were-
the Falcon too, though.
yeah.
Were they Spice
true.
Runners at that point or something?
I think they went back to Spice.
I know they were doing
Yeah.
something like they were transporting those
prisoners too. You know.
Yeah, but they were transporting those. Big
I just
alien
can't
things.
see Disney doing the or Star Wars doing that, killing off popular people.
I don't
It's-
think they're gonna be sad.
I think
if
I
they
agree
ended
with
that
you
way,
son.
yeah.
I agree too, but
I'm gonna
I'm
be
just
pissed.
talking from what Disney and
I
Star
get-
Wars would do.
I mean, I
you're
get
just-
where you're coming from, but I feel like at the same point, I agree with Reese. They have to kill him off.
It's
at
kind of like
some
when
point.
Iron Man had to die
Because-
they had to kill somebody.
Because I just don't see like, especially like Hera. Hera is very much like she's a general. She's being a general for the rebellion and then helping build the new republic.
Well,
When the
yeah.
First Order comes about, if she's still alive, she's obviously not joining the First Order. That'd be
No.
stupid.
No.
And
She's been a rebel
And-
for half her life.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So many of these people have been rebels for the better part of their life. They've
Yeah.
learned hatred for the Empire. They finally
Look
beat
at
them.
Sabine.
The
She
first,
doesn't take
the,
orders well.
the First Order comes around. You're telling me all these people that spent most of their life fighting aren't just gonna? They're gonna jump back into
I mean, it's
it.
fair.
I just don't see it being plausible as opposed to they die because otherwise, how did the First Order come into power? They have to
I
take
mean,
someone
that's
out.
a what
Well,
if
we
right
also
there.
know
What
there's
if
someone
did all
else
these
out there,
rebels?
too, another Jedi.
You know?
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, this
You
is
know
a
what
great
I'm
what
talking
if
about?
question.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank on his name, but we saw it in Obi-Wan.
He
When
died.
Who?
Oh, did he?
The one that was on Tatooine with him that he like that got he got
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no.
not that one.
So know how in Obi-Wan when Vader shows up and whatnot, and they're before they escape, whatnot.
Oh, Quinlan
Ye-
Voss.
yeah. Yes.
Oh, because he wrote his name
Yeah,
on the
he
we,
hat.
we
wrote his
don't
name.
know. We
So
don't
we don't
nothing
know
about
if
Well,
him.
we've seen him in a
Still
movie too. I don't remember which one it was.
he
It
was
was
in-
Phantom Menace, I thought.
Yeah, it was the first
He was
one.
in the bar.
Yeah, he's in
And
the back.
Yeah, and I don't
He's-
think they meant to
He's
do that.
actually a very interesting Jedi because
Yeah.
he's kind of rogue. He just
So we don't know.
I
I
think
think he can make
would-
an appearance
I
for
think
all we
he
know.
went dark side for a minute.
Did he though?
I thought he was like in love with like Savage Ventress or something. Like
I don't know.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
born dog.
But I think the thing with him is he's interesting because like the reason he survived Order 66 is because he doesn't give a rat's ass. So he goes wherever he wants when he wants.
Yeah, he was
So
no.
he was
kinda great.
he just like left and was doing.
Well,
something
he wasn't
else.
around any clones to shoot him either.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. He
Well,
just
we
was,
also
like,
got to
doing
think
his
though,
thing.
too. He could be really old because what we saw
Oh,
him in
yeah.
the first one.
Or the thing is, he could have passed through that safe house,
Yeah.
gotten out, and had died wherever he
I'm
got.
pretty sure his name was on the path.
No, it was.
Yeah, okay.
I remember it was a big
Because
deal
somebody
talking
did.
about.
because
Yeah.
I was hoping we were gonna see
I
him.
think
'cause
Kanan Jarrus' name is on there too, but it's, I
I
think
think
it's
it
a
was.
different name.
It was his real name because Caleb
Yeah.
wasn't his real name.
Caleb was his first
Caleb
name.
Dune.
Yeah.
Dude, yes, Caleb.
I think
Dune.
it was on there.
I think it was
pretty sure.
Caleb. So.
Well, and then I mean,
Yeah.
in theory, there is
I'm just
like
here.
there's
I'm
scattered
chilling.
Jedi around. If
Oh,
you saw
yeah, yeah.
in Obi-Wan,
I have
there's
that-
the
that
random one on
topic, though.
Tatooine that died.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a hot topic, maybe.
Jacoby says.
Well, it's not maybe a hot topic. I
Okay.
kind of just want to get that UCS Ghost set.
I
I mean,
it's
like,
not
now that
confirmed or anything.
Now that we got this Ahsoka series coming out, I mean, like this Ghost UCS
We didn't even get to
set.
see a full ghost.
That's what I mean.
No,
Like
we've
I
only
say, I'm
seen the
assuming we're gonna
Phantom.
eventually see it, but
But when will it be a UCS? It's retired. We know that.
it's retired right now. But so they haven't made one in forever. So if they bring it back in the Ahsoka series, they've been doing a lot with a lot of the like newer series that have been coming out.
Oh,
Lego has
been on
been
a set.
they've been putting out a set, so I could guarantee they do a Ghost UCS
I know they've been doing
set.
anniversaries
They know it
too.
will sell too.
Oh yeah.
Lego
See,
anniversary.
Well, that's the
is
thing.
huge.
That's why they
Star
come
Wars
out, that's why they come out with all the new sets. Like in Ahsoka, if they see a new ship or whatever, like if Thrawn comes up in his big destroyer,
That
I
would
can
be
see him
cool
coming
set
out
to
with,
be.
with a play size, so
Yeah.
a bit smaller with the two the characters.
Well, they
were
did it with
shown.
Moff Gideon's ship.
They did it with
Yeah.
Bad Batch. The first season of Bad
Yeah.
Batch, they had the shuttle out within.
So that's why I want them to make a UCS Ghost set. I want it to be about as the same as like the Republic gunship.
Okay.
The question is, are we gonna see that?
Yes,
Are we
we'll
gonna-
see the Ghost. I think.
Yes.
I would
I
assume.
can't see
I would
Wait, what?
assume you'd see the
So
Ghost.
then, here's a question: what would be your dream UCS set if his is the Ghost?
Mine is the Ghost because that's one of my favorite ships.
So what Star Wars ship, place, or would be your dream?
I feel like more so would be a
UCS?
ship.
Yeah.
Because a lot of your ships are your bigger sets.
See, for me,
Yeah.
it'd still be the Jedi Temple. I think.
that would be.
I mean,
yeah.
it would be big, but you'd have to oversize it.
The
But
only
again,
the only trick of that is you have to have interior. So either have
Yeah.
you'd have to have a big hinge in the middle to open it, or
Yeah.
you'd have to have like the back, like
Yeah.
you know, on the one Death Star, it's kind of open on the one
Trey
side.
has it. Yeah.
Trey
Yeah,
has
like-
that one.
Maybe like that style for the
Yeah.
Jedi Temple, because you're gonna want to see the inside.
I mean, you
Or
have
if
to
it's
do
a
the
thing where
library,
you can put the
archives.
stuff over it, but you can open it up.
Yeah.
yeah. Because you're gonna if you do it.
Or
if they do
honestly,
a Jedi
or how
Temple,
about a
you wanna
Yavin
see
4 temple? That'd be really cool too.
I think
Yeah.
a Jedi Temple would be cooler, but Yavin would.
I agree.
Because also, if you think about it, the figures that would come with in a
Yeah,
Jedi
you'd have
Temple
to-
would
I feel like
ten
it's
times-
easier for a Ghost to be built though than
Yes,
anything else.
I would
and
agree,
I think that's why they
but-
would do it.
You'd have to max your temple at like 5 Lego figs, because if you get too many,
Well, if you
Well, they
think
did that
about,
with the Falcon. You know, that was 8,000 pieces or 7,600 pieces. They only
Yeah,
gave you 5
also,
you
characters.
paid for it though too. Though.
if
Yeah.
you have like the new Lord of the Rings one, Rivendell,
Yeah.
that one has a lot of characters
Yes,
on it. It
I
has,
like that one.
a
We'll
ton.
see the Cantina. That was only $400. Well, it was $350, and I mean, it comes with 20 characters.
Yep.
That's a set I would really.
Well,
want
you'd have to do the at
Rivendell.
least the council members. So like
Yeah.
we do Yoda.
I honestly, if they come out with Jedi Temple, there's no way they do all the council
No.
members. There's
Well,
just
you-
no way.
Right.
They're
you
not
can't.
because
I
a
guess
lot of
they're
those are very
interchangeable,
sought
too.
after.
Yeah.
Like the dude, what's his name? The dude that got
Plo Koon.
murked in the second one by Django. He's like the green with the
Oh, the
thing.
tentacles. Yes.
No, not the
No,
tentacles.
no, it was a dinosaur looking guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh,
He was,
yeah.
you know, he was the only one of his race. He's the only Jedi ever of his race, and
He got murdered.
he got fucked by
He just
Django.
got shot. He didn't even try to block. It was embarrassing.
That was funny,
So-
but
Yeah, Ghost is my set. What would yours, Jedi Temple,
Temple
Trey?
probably.
Uncle Owen's crispy body.
Trey, quit lying over there. What is it?
Or go to race if you need it.
Yeah,
right?
go to race. Yeah, I got.
well, I know I've talked about it too, but
Let go.
easily the Republic Venator.
Yeah.
The big capital ship, you
Oh,
know, with
yeah,
the
that'd
red
be a good
stripe
one.
down the middle.
Yes, they've
But
done
see,
that before. I
So,
think.
so I did research. They made one and it sucks.
It
a big,
does.
there's a big crack down the middle.
Yep.
And
Yep.
There's like if you take open the top because it's supposed to be play
Yeah,
size. If you
yeah.
pull open the top, you can fit like I think it came with Chancellor Palpatine and 2 guards. You can barely fit them in there. I want a UCS, like a big one, like the Death Star size.
That's got
It
to make
doesn't
a
even-
comeback.
It doesn't necessarily need interior. I just want like it's a cool.
I know what you're
it's-
talking
it's
I
about.
think
really
it
cool.
has to at least open up though.
I mean, I would rather have them have a super detailed outside with the cannons and the sweet like tower parts with
yeah.
the command posts and the engines looking nice, as opposed to having like the inside. Because to me, I'm never gonna like play with it. It's
No.
something that'd be
No, it's something that's just going to be
it'd be a
displayed.
display
Oh,
piece. So
yeah.
I'd rather have them put a lot of focus.
How long
on
would
it.
you want it to be? 4 feet?
I don't even know.
How many pieces, I should say?
Honestly,
oh,
I
yeah,
don't
a
know.
few thousand.
I think at least as big as the biggest Imperial destroyer that they have.
So it'd
I
be
think that's
closer to
5
seven.
feet.
I think it's closer to 7,000. Yeah, about 5 feet.
But yeah, I would.
The thing is about the Imperial gunship, it's just a skeleton.
Yep.
So you'd want them to obviously do something on the
Star
interior.
Destroyers are
I
the
would
same
want.
way.
I wouldn't be like a little bit on the inside, but the thing is, I'm more focused on the outside. Like the guns looking nice, the engines,
I mean, you could put
maybe
a
the
couple
bay
of clear
doors.
pieces in
If they,
Yeah.
you know how like on a lot of them they have a bay door that's like a
Oh, yeah,
rectangle
yeah,
on the
yeah.
side. If you had like a little sliding thing that would open them.
Yeah.
My gunship has things that you can slide like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, your
same
gunship's nice.
concept.
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
are the
yeah,
wings.
yeah.
that-
Same
so, like,
concept.
there's a lot of things you can
I
do.
still wish I had more characters for my gunship.
Dude, I know. That's
There's
what I
a-
mean. Like,
there's
you
like a
can
lot
get
of
some
things you
stuff
can
from the
do with
Ghost.
it,
You could
you know
put
what
them in
I'm
there even.
Well, it wouldn't fit with what I'm running out of
Sure.
room in my bay. Trey,
Yeah.
what's your UCS set?
If it was like big, I'd say the Senate room.
Oh, yeah.
Where all of a sudden it switches the
Yeah.
pad me. It's like this is where the Senate
Oh,
dies or something.
that's
Or even
that
like
big
Yoda
one with the
Council
center
there with his
deal.
lightning
The
hands.
silver circle things,
Yeah.
the senator chairs on
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to
That,
make
like,
that pretty tall and round.
Death Star size.
Yeah.
My Death
Sure.
Star
Well,
size.
do they have a Coliseum set?
They have a Coliseum, yeah.
Because you could do if they
Oh,
did the
nice
Coliseum.
The
There's
second movie.
No,
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 I'm
no,
saying the
no, that's
Coliseum, like-
Geonosis.
I was thinking
yeah,
the
yeah.
Coliseum like Rome.
Yeah,
Oh,
they do.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
yeah.
Because
all
if
the
they
same
could-
color
if you
though.
do a
It's-
circular Roman Coliseum. They could probably
Oh,
do
yeah.
a circular.
Just and then you got Chancellor Palpatine in the middle, whatnot. You got,
Yeah,
But
you
this-
got freaking ET up in that shit.
ET guy.
Because he's part of that. But even Geonosis one would be cool.
I would love a Geonosis
I
stadium or
think
whatever.
it'd be interesting to see how they would do the monsters in the Geonosis set, like the rank or not the Rancor. I don't
Yeah.
I don't remember what they're
The
called.
tiger thing.
The,
Yeah,
the little
the
tiger dude,
mantis,
the rhino
yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
this giant.
By the way, if
They-
you know
they
the names,
figure it
let us
out.
know. That's our bad.
I can't remember what they
Or
are.
we need Henry. He would
We're
know.
novices.
I know.
We dabble.
I
Yeah.
can't
He'd
remember.
want Babu Freak's shop.
Yeah, Babu Freak Shop would be dope.
That was fun.
You get red eyes
Ooh.
C-3PO.
The casino.
Oh, that's
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
What's your favorite
Camino
set?
would be cool.
What's your favorite set that's out right now?
That we don't have or that we do have.
Well, just in general, whatever you want. Like, what's the set that's out there right now that you want?
Ewok Village.
Okay,
That'd be cool.
Oh,
that's a retired one. I would agree honestly.
Yeah.
That's
Ewok.
probably if you
Yeah.
put the lights on that.
Nope.
Oh, it's so cool.
Nope. I think Ewok,
Ewok
would be
Village is
super
probably
cool.
one
And
of the
it's
coolest
trees,
ones.
which I love nature. So yeah.
Ewok Village. I'll change it up though because you said Ewok Village. There is a it's Cloud City. Cloud City
Oh
set.
yeah.
Is it Cloud
Land-
City set?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a $200 set. I think originally it gets resold for like $1,000.
Oh, because it's probably
I'm
old.
sure
It's super old
Yeah,
and
you
it's
can't
super
find 'em.
rare.
Yeah.
Can't find them.
But the Cloud City set, I can't think of what it is, but it's a Cloud City set. It's
Yep.
got it's basically the scenes from Empire Strikes Back.
Yep.
It's got each scene in each room.
Oh really?
I think so.
That's sweet.
Luke just hanging there. No.
I think so. I'm not. don't quote me on this, but I think so.
Trey, what'd you get?
I'm gonna just be crappy with the names, but it's the one Walker during.
Ada?
No, it's not the AT-AT.
Oh, is it?
It's Republic.
Hoth?
No, it's Republic. So I think it's seen in the second or third movie. They're in like that weird alien jungle.
Fallujah.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
but it's
six
longer.
leg- the
They
Yeah,
made it.
six
They
leg,
made
but
it.
it
I know
also
what
comes
it's called.
with
I
the
know
drop
exactly
ship.
what you're talking about.
That's
though.
the one I
Oh,
almost.
it's in a tank, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It's like
Yeah.
a bit with
Yes.
with a
Yeah.
huge
Yes,
gun.
they
on
have
top.
made it,
Yeah,
yes.
They
but it
have
also
made it.
comes with the drop ship.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
The-
is
the-
what I
the-
want.
That's one.
I think it's on Geonosis.
Now that
Yeah.
he says that, that is one.
I think they're
that's
shooting
gotta
down
be
those like oil tanker spaceships.
Well, yeah,
But
yeah,
they're
yeah,
there.
Yeah,
I know what you're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about. Because they come.
But
Con-
like with
yeah.
some scenery of that one.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Would be
and
cool.
that's Fallujah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just saying, just drop
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah.
in the-
That
Yeah.
one would be sweet. It's like super detailed.
I know.
Because they made I think they made an old one that's like.
Yeah.
They made a couple of them.
But
Yeah.
so I'll give you two. Obviously,
Cheaper.
but so like a realistic one that's like not like $500 that you could actually buy is like I really want the Captain Rex or the Cody helmet.
Oh,
I love,
yeah.
yeah.
I
He
like
likes
the
those
little
helmets.
helmets. They're easy to store and they're just
Yeah.
they look cool.
Yeah.
But
You want the life size?
oh yeah, man. But actually the ones that I think are the one that I think is really cool right now is the Pac-Man set.
Oh.
I actually think that's sweet.
Outside of
Yeah.
Star Wars.
I think, but that's the thing is like there's a lot of cool Star Wars ones, yes, but like the Pac-Man one is like it's like a little
So,
machine.
are we
It's
delving
sweet.
outside of Star Wars?
I was
Would
just
you-
about to
I got
say.
one too.
Would you
saying.
get the Ahsoka's painted stormtrooper helmet if it was
I
there
want
with the
that Daily
orange?
That would
Bugle.
be cool.
Yeah.
Which one?
That's a
The
good.
Daily Bugle.
Oh, that one's
That
cool.
comes with so many characters.
Yeah,
I'd do the helicarrier from Avengers.
that one's sweet.
Yeah.
Or Harry Potter's castle.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
I had that as a
That
kid.
They just released a new one too.
Yeah.
The
Again,
night, the huge.
Um,
Rivendell's obviously one I really want.
I bet too. I like that. I think they'll make more Lord
You
of
know
the
what's
Rings
sweet
ones.
though is in the Rivendell set the stone statues are just all gray minifigures,
Yep.
so
Yeah.
Yep.
looks sweet.
Mm.
So.
What's okay? If we're delving a little,
The trades and
look
trades.
outside. of
He's
Star
more awake
Wars.
now.
He's more awake
I'm just
now.
saying. What is one thing you would want Lego to make outside of Star Wars?
Oh,
like a set you'd want.
oh, I've got a good one.
Start that.
Erebor.
Yeah, you can
Erebor
start
from the
that
Hobbit.
trade.
A sweet one that would just have like the big gates with the big statues, some
Oh.
dwarves, and maybe like an inner
That would
inner
be cool.
sanctum, maybe some like
I'm
I don't know
really
how they
thinking
would do it,
about
but
I know,
like
Yeah.
an Erebor, like a
I'm
cool
kinda so-
Erebor.
I gotta rewatch some Lord of the Rings stuff.
Same. I gotta rewatch some movies.
Well, your question, so why don't you go then? You can't
I'm
answer
a little
questions
bit
like
of a
that,
debate
though.
right now.
Give one.
So-
Or there's two.
You know what would be really cool is when Aragorn and Legolas and whatever the dwarf
Gimli?
one- yeah, Gimli
I love
go and recruit the ghost.
Oh yeah.
Just
Oh,
all that
yeah,
would
yeah.
be cool. Or even when it's
They turn the
them
king.
coming down the river with the ship,
yeah.
and then the ghosts just come and attack
Speaking of which, Minas Tirith would be sweet too. The big white city.
Oh,
against
That's what
the-
that's what I was gonna do.
with the long fucking.
You know, I know that.
my bad.
I think a really cool, like old school pirate ship would be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They have
So,
pirate ships.
I know they do,
yeah.
but I'm talking like.
But so
Just give me some girth and some
would
width.
you?
That's the
That's
first
not
time
the
you
first
asked
time
that
you
for
said
Christmas.
that.
Yes, that
Have you,
Got 'em.
Would you get like a galleon that has like 3 layers of cannons? Because a lot of the
Yes.
ones they have now are like
Yes.
well, it's just one layer. And it's
No.
cool, but
Like I
I
said,
gotta
give
go.
me, give me
Sick.
a long
You know,
pirate ship with some
piggybacking off of
floorboards.
that. So if,
Yeah, it's a
if there's
pirate
something,
ship.
if there's something similar like that's already built,
I can't.
they've built a treehouse before in Lego.
Yes.
I feel like a new revamped bigger treehouse of that same similar
Treehouse
set.
Masters.
Yeah, treehouse masters. I mean, dude, there's the treehouse that they have now is really cool.
Yeah.
They
I
could
got
make
one.
it cooler, but I mean, honestly, I can't think of anything. I mean, they could make a new F1 car. That intrigued me.
Oh, I know what I'd say too. Sorry.
All right, I guess we're going back this way.
Yeah,
You can go again?
Yeah, you better.
So being a soccer guy, I know that they have
Ooh, they have FC
Man
Barcelona,
United, Barcelona, and Real Madrid, but my favorite soccer team is Man City.
Man City.
So
yeah,
I love a
City's-
Man City stadium.
That's
Etihad
fair.
House.
I'd
So
have
it's
to
getting
go
better.
with Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, where it's all the pirates getting together,
Oh,
all the
God.
ships
Yeah.
built together with surrounding cove.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Okay, so last
What
one.
was
It's
Yeah.
the Young Bloods.
Um.
One of his ladies hooking him up.
Honestly, you know what I think would be sweet? I think it would be sweet to get like a World War II battleship, like a cruiser. That would be sweet.
I wouldn't even do a cruiser. I would do like a battleship. So I'd
See,
bet
well,
on
that's what I'm
them.
saying. Like a big one, not an aircraft. carrier. I
USS
want the-
Missouri.
Yeah, something like that.
I bet on
What
this.
about an airplane?
It's cool.
Airplanes would be sweet. Have you ever seen the biplane one?
Yes.
We had this
Uh-huh.
old biplane
Yes.
one that had like the ropes attaching in the X on
Oh,
the side.
that's
That
cool.
was,
All right.
it was cool.
We need to jump
Fan-
into fantasy
fantasy
football because
football,
we've been feeding
Last
East
thing-
a lot.
Anything else on Star Wars or any Legos? Good.
For now.
Okay,
No.
I need somebody.
Until
to-
something's mentioned.
We
you
need
know.
somebody to bring up teams, and then we'll just
That's
go
what
through the
I'm
5
doing
of
it right
us.
now.
The 5 of us.
The 5 of us.
4 of us.
Well, there's 5, including Majeski. We'll go through his chart too.
It's
We'll
not
talk. We'll
loading.
talk for him. We'll
Michael's
talk
gonna
shit.
pull it up. It's not loading for
All
him.
right, I got my team.
I can't look at my team because my phone is up there. So.
My phone's charging.
So why don't we start with who was what number in draft order? So I was 2.
I was number 4.
You remember what you guys' draft
I was
number?
3.
Okay.
I sucked and I was in the back. That's all I know.
You weren't 10, I know that. So I know at 2, my
Mike, he was
first
7.
pick.
I was put in the back of the bus.
You were in the back of the bus. I know my first pick was Christian McCaffrey
Yep.
because Justin Jefferson went 1 overall.
Yep.
So that was my first pick. What was you were 3?
I'm naturally with the big 3 of Jets going 1, McCaffrey going 2. Obviously, I went Jamar Chase. He's just kind of a given.
Jamar Chase. Yeah, that's a fair pick. Yeah, number 3. I went Austin Eckler at number 4.
Yep. That's just a solid
Again-
pick too.
Again, it's kind
It's a
of
safe pick if you
expected, I
like.
think.
He's a receiving back. He gets a lot of. It's a PPR league too. That's what's huge with Austin Eckler and
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's why I went McCaffrey at 2. I
Yeah.
could have gone Chase, but I know with the running yards, the receiving yards, and receptions, I'm going to get
Well,
more
just San
points that
Francisco's
way.
line.
Well, just San Francisco in general.
Yeah.
My first pick was Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
Trey went the bus.
Big man.
Fucking Hong Kong.
I don't remember
Or
what my
French.
second pick was. Actually, it might.
Blew me out.
Yeah, I do remember who my second pick was. You guys can go ahead and do your second pick.
I think I went AJ Brown. I went wide receiver.
AJ Brown.
I went
Yep.
with Tony Pollard. I was between him or Garrett Wilson, and
I took Garrett
Jake
Wilson
took
at
Garrett
2.
Wilson, so he made
Yeah.
my choice a lot easier.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one I picked next, but I went with Mike Evans.
Okay, let's just go run down what else we have. I guess we can run back. We can do running backs. Running back 2 now. Who's your running back 2? You said Tony Pollard, obviously.
Yeah, so he's my running back 1. My running back 2 is Madison for now.
Okay.
Minnesota.
Who's your wide receiver 1? Jamar Chase.
Yeah, but so like, should we just run through our whole team?
Might as well
team.
restart.
Just
it
do
off.
your
the whole.
yeah.
just
Don't
go
do
down the
benches. Don't do bench.
Okay, so I have Jalen Hurts, Tony Pollard, Madison, Jamar Chase, Calvin Ridley, Gerald Everett, Terry McLaurin, Eagles defense, and Brandon McManus, who's the Jacksonville kicker.
Took my kicker. I went with Kirk O'Chains, Derrick Henry, Najee. I can never say Najee Harris.
Najee Harris.
Yeah, Mike Evans, George Kittle, AJ Dillon, and 49ers defense,
Solid defense.
and Jake Elliott.
Oh, he also, we should mention, he picked Kirk Cousins over Justin Fields, so anyone that knows fantasy football,
Hey, he's rocking the stash.
You know what? I'm surprised that this
That's
quarterback
awesome.
came to me.
that's sweet.
You see
The
that?
handlebar staff.
was
Yeah,
great.
Even the NFL posted it.
Dude,
Did you see that?
you have to put some
It's a
respect
good time
on
to
it
be
right
Minnesota.
Put respect
fan
on
right
his
now.
name.
Well, till the season starts.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's fair. It's fair. It's fair.
So I'm surprised this quarterback fell to me, but I got Aaron Rodgers out of New York, Christian McCaffrey, Kenneth Walker III, AJ Brown, Jalen Waddle,
He says the third.
the third, Darren Waller, DeAndre Hopkins, Bills defense, and then Harrison Buckner is my kicker.
Buckner.
Yep, I gotta get a Chiefs player.
I do need to see somebody's phone with my lineup because I do not have my phone.
GM, are you doing it, or you want me to try and
I gotta try and find him. That's Chiefs
I
tracking.
closed out mine.
Harambe, Trevor Leahy.
I will say my bench is solid though, so my
Bench
starting
is
lineup
solid.
doesn't sound
All right,
amazing.
so here's my starting lineup. I got Justin Herbert at quarterback, Austin Eckler at my running back 1, Damian Pierce at RB2. I got Garrett Wilson as my wide receiver 1, DK Metcalf as my wide receiver 2, Evan Ingram at my tight end, Miles Sanders at my flex, Jets defense, and Graham Gano as my kicker. And then obviously, since I'm playing Majeski first round, I'm just gonna go through his team real quick. Obviously, he's not here, so otherwise he would.
Rip.
Majeski
Not
has Lamar Jackson at quarterback.
Not here.
Lamar Jackson at quarterback. He's got Bijan Robinson as his RB1. He's got Ramondre Stevenson at RB2. He's got Stephon Diggs at wide receiver 1. Chris Olave at 2. He's got Mark Andrews as his tight end. He's got Godwin as his flex. And he's got Chris Godwin. And he's got Dallas defense and Jason Myers as his kicker.
He's actually got a sneaky good team. I didn't realize that.
It's a sneaky good team, but the Ramondre Stevenson pick worries me, and also
Yeah.
does the Stephon Diggs.
I'm going to tell you right now, that defense for Dallas, too, could be really good with Micah Parsons
Yep.
or really bad,
I don't see
give or
him-
take, if they play Philly twice.
I don't see him being bad though. Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs, and I think there's Stephon
sorry,
Yeah.
Diggs.
Trayvon
Plays.
Diggs, who's the luckiest cornerback in the league.
He is. He
he's-
Thank
is.
you.
He's
He is.
10 interceptions in one
What's
season,
what's
but that
he
was
honestly done?
led league
beyond
interceptions.
deep one time.
I hate Dallas, but I have to respect him. Give respect where respect is due.
I'll give him a good
He's a
season, but
mediocre cornerback, I think.
I
at
would say
best.
he's probably top 10 at this point.
no.
And people are gonna
Who's
be,
your top 10 right now?
people are gonna be
He-
mad
you'd
about
have
top
to-
10 because some people think he's top 3, and I don't.
No, God, no. I'd maybe
I don't
put him
even
in
put
my top
Jalen
10.
Ramsey in
I
top
could-
3.
Jalen Ramsey had a horrible.
I put Jalen
last
Ramsey
season.
in top 10.
I put Jalen Ramsey top 10,
Oh
but
yeah, but he's not
Diggs
like.
in top 3.
I don't even know if he's top 3.
I'd
anymore.
have
Diggs
to
in
look.
top 3, no. Diggs in top 10, sure.
Honestly,
See,
you know who I'd probably put as my number 1 corner is Pat Surtain.
That's exactly who I was going to
and
say.
and actually at 2 I'd put Sauce Gardner.
That's
I
exactly.
would put
what
Sauce Gardner at 2.
And they're both extremely
And then-
young.
Yep.
And then on top, then it gets iffy. I think.
Sure.
Then after that, I feel like it can be kind of a who's who. You know,
Yeah.
Tre'Davious White hasn't played in a bit because
He's
he tore
good,
his
though.
ACL. He's good, but
That
Stephon
corner,
Gilmore, but now he's older.
I
that
would
corner
never-
from Miami, Howard, is supposed
Howard's
to be really
good.
good
Xavier
too.
Howard.
Yeah.
he was better before. Jair's is good.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Green
Jair's
Bay,
a-
yes.
he had a
I put
different-
him at 3.
So what I'm saying
Jair
is, like,
Alexander's good.
Yeah.
I would put him at 3, but he did have a down season last
Sure.
season.
Anybody
The question
can
is,
tell
where do you
us
put
it's-
Tariq Woolen?
Tariq Woolen, he
He's
was
the
a rookie
Seahawks.
last
He was
year.
the Seahawks corner that dominated. He
He
was good.
could be, like I say, Diggs I don't think is a top 5.
I can if he's that good. I don't remember seeing him
I
play.
think Diggs is
So
a top
10.
Well, so,
10.
so where do you put? So do you take Marshawn Lattimore or Trayvon Diggs?
Lattimore.
What about Marlon Humphrey?
I'd
I'd
still
Diggs.
put-
I'd take Diggs.
I'd probably take Diggs over both of them because I think Lattimore low key isn't that good.
Lattimore was good in college.
I think that's because
Alabama,
JJ fries that guy every time.
Marshall Lattimore.
I don't-
JJ makes
Lattimore
anyone
doesn't-
fried. Like me at the
he
beach.
showed- he showed something.
Jair stuck him, and I think
You know what we
Diggs
forgot about
did.
is Darius Slay.
Big play Slay.
He's a
Last year
little
he had
older.
He had a down season last year.
Yeah, but he was on the
He did not have a down
Phillies.
season. He did really well. He was
Phillies.
all pro. He was an all pro corner.
It's fair.
He's older though. I know he spent a lot of time in
Yeah,
Detroit.
But that's not the point. Is
No.
he's
Yeah.
older. Is where do you rank him as just? He was good. last
It's better to have a list with.
I was gonna say, I
It's,
don't
it's
have
hard
a
to
list.
because obviously that we're
Popping off
probably
top of our
forgetting
heads.
people because
Yeah.
you don't have a
Yeah.
list.
Well, and you're talking 32 teams at 2 corners. I mean, we're talking 64 players.
Okay,
Right.
let's be realistic.
Yeah.
Byron Murphy Jr. best cornerback in the league next season. Go Vikings.
Byron Murphy's not horrible though.
No, he's not
He's
horrible.
impressive in
He's-
practice.
Obviously,
He's a good-
he's probably not Sauce Gardner, but
Well, he's
No.
he's got to be better than Patrick Peterson.
I think he's
Pat
younger.
can
so
be.
yes.
here's what I'll say: Pat Pete, for his age and how much we're paying him, he actually did play.
Well, and he was diabetic.
Yeah.
People don't understand he's diabetic.
I don't know.
Pat Pete used to be the
Type-
Like
fucking.
he had to watch his weight.
Pat Pete
all
was
the
like the
time.
number 1 corner in the league for so long.
Dude,
Yeah.
he was amazing for a while, and he's still not. He's not like
No, he's
bad.
not
No,
bad.
he's not
He's,
horrible.
he's still a starting
Where did he
caliber.
end up?
He's in
Steelers.
Steelers.
He's on Pittsburgh.
Steelers.
Coach
Kenny
of-
Pickett.
How
Kenny
about
Pickett,
Michael
watch out.
Fitzpatrick?
Maybe.
He had a
Minka?
great season too.
Yeah,
He's a
I think
safety.
he's more of a safety.
He's a
but yeah.
safety.
Still.
You know who's gonna hurt when they leave / retire?
Harrison Smith.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for Lewis Seen.
Lucine, I'm excited
I mean,
for him.
it was tough. He broke his leg last year, and
And he comes from that Georgia defense that was outstanding.
That's what I mean. I'm excited to see him play. And
You
I was
know-
under Brian Flores too.
you know who I'm really excited for too is Ivan Pace.
Who's he played for?
Ivan Pace was the undrafted rookie that we signed. I think we signed him as the highest undrafted rookie of all time. Like we paid him the most. A lot of people thought he was going to be drafted late, but still drafted because I think he was a Cincinnati player and he was really good. And now we've got him.
Linebacker, corner.
He linebacker. And so
That's good
and
though.
And
Did we lose Kendricks?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
on the Chargers.
Yeah.
Ivan Pace was play calling in his first preseason game. He had the green dot on the back of his helmet, meaning he's play calling. And for an undrafted rookie in any game, I don't care if it's preseason or not, that's very impressive.
I can tell you right now, watching the game today, they didn't put the green dot. They don't know who to put the green dot on defense. Even Hicks, who was like a 9-10-year veteran,
Oh yeah.
they don't even know who to put it on.
You know who's
They gotta put it on Smith.
You know who else?
No,
would be good?
we gotta get
I think,
linebacker. call
here's what I'll
defenses.
say: it kind of has to be a linebacker because they're in the middle,
Yep.
and especially because if they call in a defensive line stunt or defensive line something,
Yep.
the linebackers need to be able to echo that and
Well,
be right there.
And
with
talking
him.
from someone who plays defense, as your linebacker, you got your 3 or 4 and the 4 in front. The 4 guys in the back have their own sections of their defense too. So you don't need to worry about them.
I mean, kind of.
I mean,
you know who else will be interesting to see is Brian Asamoah. He's technically our number 2 linebacker behind Higgs.
Yeah.
I would think.
I know Hicks and everyone dressed, but half the team just wore jerseys.
I don't want him to play. That's the hard thing with preseason is it's nice to knock the rust off, but so many people get hurt in preseason, man. It's
Tanner's tapping. Sorry.
Who?
Tanner. I thought we lost you in sports.
Yeah. She's like, put a step in it.
Oh, we gotta put a step in it, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, ain't
Same
gonna
as
be
we
no
gotta-
time to eat.
Okay,
It's time
it
to
is
eat
almost
for the-
8 too, so.
It's time to eat for the Trey and I guess.
Yeah,
But
anything else you guys want to talk about with anything we talked about?
Skull
today?
Vikes.
Skull. If our defense is even half a step better than we were last year, we can even win more games than 13.
Yep.
And we shouldn't be coming back from behind
Should
7
be
or 8
honestly an
times.
NFC
because
contender.
our offense is 10 times better, or not 10 times better. We're
We're
better. I think we'll be better. I think it'll be interesting to see how Madison does. Because
That's-
Dalvin Cook had some game-saving plays with long runs, but Madison's been
sorry.
good. We added Jordan Addison, and he's
Yeah.
been looking great.
The only
Yeah.
question mark I have is running back. And if our O-line can hold.
My thing with our running back, I like Madison. I think he plays very
Yeah.
similar to Dalvin Cook.
He's got to earn that contract,
That's
which it's
the
a,
thing.
it's a
I mean,
low contract.
The
They'll
thing
be
I'll
fine.
say about our offensive line is we have one of the best tackle duos in the NFL.
Christian Darrisaw and what's the other guy?
Ryan
O'Neal.
O'Neal. We don't have the best.
O'Neal is the second highest tackle.
But
in the league.
Darrisaw is one of the best left tackles in the league.
We have a very good duo, and our interior linemen are iffy, but they're young. They're fairly young.
Which
Bradbury's
scares me, Bradbury.
Bradbury's
He's-
Ed Ingram's very young. He was a rookie last year.
Bradbury's
He's-
underweight too for a center.
Yes, and who's our other guard? Ezra Cleveland, I think.
Yes.
He's young. He's getting there.
He
but-
needs to stop with the holds. That was his big problem last year, was holding.
Yeah, I don't know what we'll do if any of them go
But
down.
again, you're going up against some of the best D tackles in the league, obviously. So
Super Bowl prediction from right now.
I think the
No.
NFC Championship game will be Philly and San Francisco again.
I'm gonna go San Francisco. No, I'm gonna actually go Philly back in the championship, and I'm gonna actually go with the Chiefs again. I think it's gonna be a rematch of last year.
I think it'll be San Francisco and Chiefs.
I'm calling.
No Jets.
No,
believe
I don't
in the
think Aaron
Jets.
Rodgers has enough in the tank, to be honest. I think they're gonna make a good push. They're gonna be dangerous, but I
Yeah.
don't think they'll make it. I bet you.
I think they'll still get 2 losses for the season.
I think Bengals are gonna pull it out of their ass because Joey B has the calf strain. He might be out for a few games. He's gonna come back. He's gonna turn the team around.
They said he's
I think-
practicing throwing and
Yeah.
everything.
So I think Joey B is gonna take the Bengals to the Super Bowl, and they're probably gonna play either the Niners or the Eagles.
Okay, Trey.
They just look too good.
Chiefs
Okay.
and the Vikes.
I can tell you right now, if Mahomes wins the
I'm
third
saying
Super Bowl,
this is our year.
he's a legend
Wishful
already.
thinking.
I'm saying this is our year.
So are you a Cowboys fan? Cowboys fans
Well, he's-
always, this is our year.
Dude, the Cowboys are gonna go
They haven't been to the-
15. Give them that.
I mean,
I fucking hate the Cowboys. They're almost as bad as the goddamn Packers.
No, they're not. No, they're not. The Packers are so much. I hate the Packers.
I hate the Packers, but I don't like
And you know
Dallas
what?
either.
I'm praying on their downfall.
I don't like Dallas's fans.
I'm praying on their downfall. I kind of hope Jordan Love sucks. They don't.
I do too, because
Packers-
they've had so many good quarterbacks.
I'm
2 good quarterbacks
I
in
don't-
30
Bart
years.
Starr.
I know.
I'm sure.
Favre,
I'm sure.
Rodgers,
I'm
I
sure Jordan
know.
Love's a nice guy and everything. So I wish him all the best in life.
But
But
fucking suck,
break his
please.
ankle.
no.
No, just fucking suck.
Just Johnny Manziel it. Just be
Johnny, that's a good
Just be
point.
bad. Because they don't need a third Hall of Fame quarterback in a row. They don't need it. They
That
can.
can play for another 15
They
years.
They'll
can
only
suck.
win one Super Bowl if they do. If he ends up being a good quarterback, remember they only win one.
Yeah, but that's enough to keep them fueled up for the next
Oh,
20
yeah,
years.
yeah,
hold it
fuck
over.
shit.
We won
And even if we do win one, they'll be like, oh, we have 4. Yeah,
won a
2
Super
right
Bowl.
away.
We
So
won a
1 and
Super Bowl
2.
with the 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Who were the Vikings
that
at?
very-
Fran Tarkenton?
That's who we still hold as a
Oh my
or
god.
Culpepper.
I wish we could draft a good quarterback.
We really can. Hey, the Mormon Missile. He might be good. Jaron Hall. He might be good.
Yeah, we haven't had a good quarterback in some
We
time.
need to get Caleb
Well,
Williams
they've drafted
somehow.
him. Kirk Cousins honestly is.
We would have to give up the farm to
That's the
whoever.
problem.
We're not getting one this next year. I don't know
I
what.
will.
So what I read was that 4 quarterbacks are potentially going in the first draft, the first round, and Vikings are projected to get the kid from Michigan, JJ McCartney. So
I don't
Do
like
you want him though?
I want Caleb Williams.
Everybody wants.
We're not gonna
Caleb.
get Caleb Williams.
He's gonna go 1 or 2 overall. Give or take
Who's that?
the
list?
position at 1.
Maybe we'll just suck so bad that we might get the first pick.
You know,
Reese is optimistic.
That's not. That's
I don't
not-
want to be that bad, but I mean, if we are that
I
bad, we
don't-
can end up getting him. I'm
But
like,
here's the
not
thing:
mad.
I don't want to waste the years of this offense we have
That's
by
fair.
having a shithole of a season.
That's
I don't
fair.
want to.
Well, the biggest thing we need to do next season is get JJ under contract, and then I think we'll be fine. Because Jordan Anderson's got a
Have you
4-year
heard about
deal.
Hawkinson?
No,
He
He
wants
wants
to
a big
be.
deal.
He wants to reset the tight end market and become the highest paid tight end. In the
I don't know how he could do that.
And he's been sitting out of preseason and a lot of practices with an ear infection.
He's done here.
He's got to have at least a 1,500-yard season and like 12, 15
Oh, he's got to
touchdowns.
have over 1,000 yards, 100%.
There's no way he gets. I don't think he can.
There's not enough.
We have too much. We have too many weapons.
Yeah.
If we're gonna if we're gonna have, JJ's gonna be the number 1. He's gonna get his.
Yeah.
But then there's Jordan Addison, KJ Osborne, and TJ Hawkinson. Between those 3 guys,
I think your 1 and 2 are JJ, TJ, as of right now.
Yeah, but
As the
so.
season
I think it
goes on,
depends on
maybe
the
not.
situation.
But here's my thing with that too, though, is Hawkinson's more of like the short yard. You know, if it's 3rd and 5, dump it off to him for the first. But he's not like running 50 yards down.
JJ's your
the field to get a
defense.
tutty.
He's Moss and
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
the reason I don't think
Personified
Hawkinson
again.
gets a
Well,
thousand-
JJ, he can run.
Like,
he's young.
oh
He
yeah,
can run.
Addison can run too.
Addison runs extremely good routes.
He's
After
got good footwork.
Did you see Adam Thielen got hurt?
No.
He played today. He got a touchdown.
Yeah, I think
first
he hurt his-
touchdown
I think he
from,
hurt his back.
Bryce
I
Young.
think he got
He's
like,
old. I
he
feel
got
so
kinda
bad for
screwed.
him.
He should have just retired.
I'm
should've.
sad he left though.
Yeah, he's the Panthers wide receiver 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Well,
Give or take Robbie Anderson.
no, he's not there anymore. He's on Miami, and it's Robbie Chosen.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Robbie
he changed
Chosen.
it. He changed it from
Chosen.
Robbie with I think it was Robbie with a Y to Robbie with an IE to Robbie Chosen.
He is the chosen one, like Anakin.
Star Wars.
So.
All right, these two gotta get going. So, Master Jacobius, Grandmaster Morgan, Trent Youngblood, and Frack and Bets. GDP out.
Oh god.
We'll see you soon.
We gotta fucking run this.